This is Scott the Fix It Guide. Today we have a Whirlpool washing machine top loader where the agitator is loose, so it's not spinning as it should. It seems kind of wobbly, and it's probably just the plastic splines on the inside are worn out. It could be also that the bolt that holds it down is loose, so we're going to pry off the top, and I'm going to spin off this bolt just to take a look at the plastic splines that meet up with the metal splines. It's kind of sped up the film here so we can show removing that bolt. It takes a lot of turns to get it off. And you may need to grab the agitator itself as you're getting this to spin off, because otherwise the agitator might spin with the bolt. So once you've got that loose, you can pull out the bolt and then you can just lift up the agitator. So we've got that up. We're looking at the plastic splines on the inside, kind of the female part of this, and they seem to be worn out. So we're going to try putting it back and then tightening up the bolt to see if that's going to help. I'm pushing down to kind of simulate what the downward pressure of the bolt would be like. It still seems pretty loose. So it's time for a new agitator. But in the meantime, just to get this to work, it's not really a permanent solution. What I'm going to do is just wrap some electrical tape, which is slightly rubbery, around the metal splines of the shaft that comes up to meet the agitator. I put a couple of wraps around, and then when I put the agitator back on, it'll fit a lot tighter. This will kind of compensate for the stripped out plastic splines. Usually these get stripped out because people are washing things that are too heavy, like big blankets. The machine's not really designed to do that. So I've got it on there. It still feels a little bit loose, so I'm going to pull it back off and add maybe a couple more inches of tape. Maybe one more inch of tape. I'll wrap it around. I'm going to wrap it around really tight. And this will just buy you some time. This may actually even work for a month or two, but ultimately it's going to be wisest to get a new agitator and just use the same procedure to pop it on. And then we just want to avoid big heavy things like bathroom mats and blankets. So here we go. We're going to push it back on. It's going to fit a lot tighter now. I'm going to use a fair amount of force to wiggle it on, pushing down hard. And then I'll add that bolt back on. Just sped this up again so we can get through it a little quicker. So you do need to have an extension to spin this on, because it's down about maybe 6 inches down from the top of the agitator. And then once it gets on easily, the last turns will be a little bit harder. I'm going to have to grab the agitator with one hand and then get it on there really tight. I don't want that thing moving. The cap back on, and now it's tight. It feels like it's actually been fixed, but I'm not sure how long it's going to last. Again, this will just get you back where you can wash some clothing. So we turned it on and gave it a test, and it did work really well. So I hope this helps you out and gets your agitator working again. And please, when you get a chance, like the video and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.